What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 41 of Laying in the Fairway. Today is February 1st. Let's get it. What's up,
Hey
Ken?
Stu, how you doing, buddy?
Good, man.
February,
Yeah,
longest
time's
month
just,
of the year.
yeah, time's flying by.
I think we got
Flying
an extra
by.
day this year, extra day to golf. So great,
Yeah,
great month.
great month. Leap year. It's Valentine's Day this month. I haven't done anything for that yet.
Yeah, why would you? Why would you?
Yeah.
We got
So,
kids to feed. You can't be celebrating Valentine's Day anymore. What are you doing?
yeah, no, exactly. No, this is just a public service announcement to everybody listening. You have 2 weeks to get your shit together, people. So do it.
To go to flowers at work, chocolate. Uh, I feel like you don't have to get a real gift for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no, it's kind of weird at this point. It's like, what do you do?
Yeah, just
Like
flowers,
besides,
chocolate,
it's
maybe
just
make dinner.
typical. Yeah,
Going out
nice
to dinner,
dinner.
can't afford that. Thanks,
Find a
bye.
babysitter.
Yeah, you don't have time for all that. I think you
No
just get a nice bottle of wine, maybe grill some steak, and get her some
steak
bullshit flowers. Well, whatever. I don't know.
that are
Whatever.
gonna die in 4 days.
Yeah. Oh,
What a
that's what
racket!
killed me about
This is such a
flowers.
fucking
Yeah, dude.
racket.
Yeah, you got to buy a nice vase, and then you put
Yeah,
some flowers that are already dying.
yeah,
They look
so
good for
dead.
2 days. Yeah. Yeah, they're like $50 on Valentine's Day too for like a nice set of
It's
roses.
nuts, dude. It's
What a crock of
nuts.
shit, man.
Yeah.
This
Well,
fuck.
that's
I need
if
to be
they're
the
that much
guy.
because we always wait till the last minute to fucking buy them.
We need to be
You're like,
the
oh
guy that.
shit.
Yeah, right. Well, if you buy them too early, they'll be dead.
Hmm.
We need to be the guy that comes up with like the holiday and have something that you have like already like manufacture, like say flower. Say you have a flower farm or whatever, but I don't know, something even like easier to manufacture. Have that ready. Just start blasting like a holiday and be like, oh, you have to get this thing on this holiday. Like,
Miss the
you
boat,
have to
dude.
have this piece of. Oh, we'll just make up a new
Yeah,
holiday. New holidays are getting made up all the time now.
they really are. I saw a
You just
commercial
get the women,
today.
and you get the women involved. It benefits the women. Guys are
Yeah,
just they don't protest. Guys just give in. We'll just say fuck it,
yeah,
let's do it. Get the girls to say I have to have this cup or whatever. I don't know, special something. It's specially made for women. Um, and then you do the counter holiday for the boys, which is a golf day.
yeah.
You know how there's
National
steak and
Golf
blowjob
with Your
day, like
Boys
one
Day.
month after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We'll do the
Yep.
National Golf Day.
National Golf with the Boys Day. We just need to find the antithesis of that. Like
Yeah,
National.
National Winery Day, but you have to have
Yeah,
the special thing that we sell
yeah. I was
to
gonna
go
say like
to take to the
National
winery.
Complain About Your Husband Day or National
Well, yeah, you air out your grievances like
National yeah
Activist, or it's
Honeydew
like
List Day
you get
something.
like a special list, and you write down all the things you hate about your husband and complain about, and all the things that you've been saying you need to get done, actually get done that day or something. Yeah,
Yeah, should have
that's
been
not a bad idea. But you have to buy this special notepad that we sell.
yeah,
It's the only
this
one,
the
the
special
official.
pen with invisible ink that men can't see, so you
Yeah.
can write whatever you want about them. Actually, over the weekend, it was weird. It was like now that the kids are getting older, it's just like easier to do stuff separate. I guess sometimes I don't know, but like my wife and daughter went out of town for the whole weekend. It was just me
Wow.
and the boy, and I was like, this is kind of weird, but boys' weekend, let's do it. I mean, we're 31 years apart, but we can still have a boys' weekend. And
Nice.
it was
Nice.
good. It was a good ass time though, man. It was a good ass time. We did the hockey game, like I was saying, and ate pizza and like did all that shit. And then on Sunday, we went to the arcade for like 3 hours, and it was fucking sweet, dude. They had like all the old school games. They had NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, like, but then they had like newer ass games and shooting game. His favorite thing is to like get in and like shoot shit,
Mm,
which is
nice.
might be problematic for a 4-year-old. His favorite thing to do is shoot things, but yeah.
Yeah, we tried to
So
play NBA Jam, but he just really wanted to shoot stuff. Didn't
yeah,
really care for sports. Just loved the gun and shooting things. Like I don't know.
yeah. I smoked him in Mario Kart on Super Nintendo. So it's cool. You pay $15 to go in, and there's no tokens. Everything's free. But they
Mm,
also had old consoles there. So they had Super
wow.
Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Sega Genesis. They had Dreamcast. They didn't have an N64, which is kind of disappointing. But they had a PS1, but they also
Oh,
had a
wow.
million arcade games. It was super sweet.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
sick.
I know. So I smoked him in Mario Kart a couple times. He didn't like that. But I mean, they had like uh, Street Fighter, like arcade game, and the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade
Oh
game, and he was just
yes.
having a fucking blast with that.
Nice.
So yeah, it was pretty sweet, man. That was honestly like the highlight of the weekend.
Hell yeah.
Just
That's
fucking
awesome.
gaming. They had a sweet Papa Shot, and he kept playing this game as a one player. So I just sat on a Papa Shot for like 45 minutes at one point,
How
just getting
tired was
shots
your arm?
up.
How tired was your arm?
Yeah. Well, it was pissing me off because the high score is 57 in, and I don't really know how to like quantify that, but like I was having really good rounds, and the highest I was getting was like 39, and I was like,
Hmm.
this is somebody's doing tricks on this fucking thing. I don't know what's going on, but
Isn't it? Don't you get more seconds like the more you make in a row?
yeah, there was bonus time. Like once I hit 20, so maybe that's what it was. I hit 20 and I got bonus time, and everything was worth 3 after that. Maybe if I would have got to 40, I would have got more bonus time.
Yeah.
But I kept getting 39. It was
Yeah.
frustrating me. It was
Hmm.
me, and then this other dad was there too, and he just was kind of next to me doing it too. So I guess he was kind of in the same boat, just like, yeah, I'm gonna get some shots up at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking
Well,
sweet
that's
though,
sweet though,
man.
man. Hell yeah. Wow.
Arcade with no
Yeah.
tokens and everything's just like 15
Bro,
bucks.
I was gonna say last time I went, they don't have tokens. They have a card that
Hmm.
syncs up with your credit card, and probably spent like
Yeah,
$60 just on the same
exactly.
dumb games that they don't even know like what they're playing. They're just
Yeah,
mashing shit, and it's like, yeah, I just kept refilling it, and I'm like, I think I'm up to 60. I might have spent $80. I don't know. It was something
yeah.
ridiculous. I'm like, all right, dude, like this is ridiculous. I could buy like a Nintendo Switch and like just have you play Mario Kart at home, and
Yeah.
so
Well, that's like
yeah.
if you go to Chuck E. Cheese or anything, dude. You
Oh
pay
yeah, same
by
thing.
the hour
$40
now, and it's
just
like,
do,
yeah,
like
it's
print
crazy.
money, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's what we need to start is a sweet ass like arcade. Like you
Yeah.
remember Discovery Zone when we were kids?
Oh
Do you
yeah.
remember that?
Hmm.
That was awesome. That was way better than Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
So they had like a giant playground in
Um,
there and shit.
they still have it. I forget what it's called now. Or actually, you
Really?
know what? That area is a Chuck E. Cheese now. I think that spot
Okay.
where it was. It was
Leaps and bounds for a
Leaps and
little bit.
Bounds. Yes, Leaps and Bounds, and then it was something else for a bit after that too, with the same like jungle gym tube thingies.
Yeah.
Um, and maybe they still have those, but there's definitely Chuck E. Cheese in there now. And that shit's a racket.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
like
that's like,
crack for kids, man. They go nuts in there. It's
I
like you
dude,
talk
it's
trying to like
crazy.
wrangle your kid, and they have that look, just like
Yeah.
like I'm not leaving, I'm not fucking leaving. Like, you're like, okay, like what do? What's in the
Okay.
air? It's like a casino.
Calm
They
down.
pump in the oxygen, but they pump in like fucking catnip for
Yeah.
kids, whatever. It's like the pizza has like acid in it, or like just shit ton of sugar. Obviously, like
Obviously.
dude, it's fucking yeah, hilarious. Yeah, regular arcade, man, that'd be sick. I mean,
Dude,
it
well,
sounds
we
like
had one
wherever
growing
you
up.
went,
Like
yeah.
that was yeah, well it was it's like an arcade museum type thing that we
Hmm.
have. And like above each game there's like a plaque type thing, and it tells you about the game and shit. So I guess that's how they get away with it.
Oh,
It's probably like a tax break or something. But like when we were
yeah,
kids, arcades were
could
a
be,
thing. Do you remember
could
like
be.
we had Aladdin's Castle and at
Oh, in the
Manassas
mall,
Mall,
dude.
and it was
Yes. Holy
sweet,
shit,
dude.
what a
It was
pull.
awesome.
God, that was
And
amazing.
I
Yeah, we
know.
would go there all the time, man. I feel like my dad would take
It,
us there every weekend just to,
it,
and
yeah.
we,
And that's the thing of the past, dude.
yeah, fuck, dude, that was
Dude, do you
sick.
remember? So it was in that food court there. And there was an A&W root beer hot dog stand, but there was
Mm-hmm.
Chick-fil-A there. Back before Chick-fil-A was like famous for being, it
Hmm.
was like shitty food back then. It was
I don't
awful.
remember that at
We
all.
never ate at Chick-fil-A. It was we always ate at either like the Chinese, like food court Chinese, or
Yep,
A&W and get like a hot dog and a root
yep.
beer. Like Chick-fil-A
Mm-hmm.
was like, ew, no, I'm not eating
Yeah,
that. And now
definitely
Chick-fil-A
got lots of root
runs
beers.
the world.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I think that, what was
Yeah.
it like? Was it a Burger King or McDonald's in there too?
I think it was a McDonald's.
Yeah, so definitely would eat the McDonald's a lot, but I'd always get a root beer
Yeah.
for sure. And then they had a smoothie stand
Hmm.
that was phenomenal, but
They had the
it was
cheese,
probably a
like the
shitload of sugar.
cheesesteak king. It was called cheesesteak something, and it was really good too. But
My
Aladdin's
mom, my
Castle, man.
mom would take me to the smoothie stand, get a nice
Yeah,
strawberry smoothie. My dad would be, yeah, we'd be getting root beers and then go straight to Aladdin's Castle.
that's hilarious. Ah, the nostalgia.
I do
We'll
remember
get.
like Aladdin's Castle falling off so hard though as we got older.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't know if it was
We'll
just because
get.
we got older or if like they
Well,
never updated the
consoles,
games
man.
and the consoles.
Consoles
And then,
became a thing.
yeah, but I just remember going there and being like, you just had like these core memories of a kid, like Aladdin's Castle, fuck yeah. And
Yeah.
then you get in there and you're older and you're like, this place sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I distinctly remember that transition and be like, all right, Dad, we don't have to come here anymore. Like,
Yeah. Let's
he's
go to
probably just like,
Sunnybrook
thank
Driving Range
God. Yeah,
instead.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that probably is basically what we transitioned to. Yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
exactly.
And my dad was probably so pumped.
Oh yeah.
I
I'll be happy
also
for the
wonder,
day.
like, was the mall like? I don't remember it ever being like shitty, but we used to go there all the time, and now it's like I'd never go to that fucking mall. I'm like, it's kind
Is
of
it
a
still
douchey
there?
mall. Yeah, oh yeah, but I think right, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
something's
Last
there.
time I was up there, I went to the Hooters next to the mall, which I don't even know if
Yeah,
that's still there. So
yeah, it is. I went there not too long ago.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, still good. Wings are
Hell
still
yeah.
good. Yeah,
Sure they are. I'm sure they
yeah.
are.
Beer was ice cold. Wings were good.
Nice,
It's fucking Hooters, baby.
nice.
Uh, yeah, there wasn't many people in there, but yeah, it's definitely still there. Old
How was
classic,
your
man. You need it.
how was your big fat redneck weekend? You had bowling alley,
Um,
monster trucks.
so I dodged the bowling alley. Well, I wouldn't say dodged. I unfortunately couldn't go to the bowling alley. My kids were sick.
Mm.
Um, and so miss bowling alley, miss the brewery after that. But we just chilled, watched movies. But we did go to Monster Jam, and it was fucking awesome. Um,
Nice.
I like. It was one of those things you always kind of wanted to go to as a kid, but I don't know. I don't remember them like traveling. You would, I would. They always had the Monster
Yeah.
Jam on the radio hits like Sunday, Sunday. Like I
Yeah,
don't think we ever
yeah, yeah.
went though, for whatever reason. Um, but it was always almost like a joke of wanting to go. So uh,
Yeah.
glad I finally went. It was badass. It was in Verizon Center or Capital One, um, and like in DC, which I was kind of wondering about the fumes. Like, how do you have it indoor? And
Well,
it just
I'm
you
sure they
just
got it
smell it.
figured out.
You just breathe it in. Like it wasn't. I mean,
Yeah.
it's. I'm sure it's like dissipated enough. Like it's a large enough arena to where it like
Yeah.
by the time it reaches you, it's like not like toxic or whatever. But like yeah, you just breathe it in. It was
Nice.
but it was badass. It was like it was super loud, but so I was getting like food and beer. Um, you know, family went to the seats, and then I got up and go get food and beer, and it started, and you just hear the rom, rom, like you just hear the
Nice.
fuckers
That's
like go,
awesome.
firing up, and you're just like, yeah, hell yeah. But dude, it was packed to the brim, which I was kind of shocked about. You know, I was walking in there, it was like when we were in the lower levels, it was like, oh, not too packed. When you got up to the top where our seats were, and it was
Yeah.
jam packed. Like,
Yeah.
which I guess makes sense. It's like
Oh
rednecks
yeah.
just need the cheap seats, but yeah, it was
Smelled
cool.
like
Had
dip
beer.
spit and Mountain Dew
Yeah,
up there,
right.
probably.
Not really dip spit, but definitely the Mountain Dew, Monster Energy. But yeah, just dude, I got beers. Uh, food was terrible, but got beers. Just
Yeah.
sat there. The kids loved it. They're still like kind of sick, so they weren't like fully like jumping up and down like I thought they would, but they loved it. Yeah, it was awesome. They had, Gravedigger is hilarious. Gravedigger was like, the other trucks would come out and Gravedigger come out, and everyone's like, yeah, fuck yeah, just going crazy. Like clearly the crowd favorite, and then they have like competitions, and it's all like crowd scoring. So like Gravedigger
Yeah.
just won like everything.
Just smokes the
Well,
pack. Yeah.
like they had this other guy, El Toro Loco, who
Ooh.
was just like
He's
clearly
probably pretty popular in DC.
yeah, well, yeah, and also like he was clearly like better at some of the competition. So he actually ended up winning the overall by like a point over Gravedigger. But
Yeah.
yeah, Gravedigger had a woman driver, which is wild.
Very.
Yeah, I mean, very progressive. No, she was the daughter of the original guy. She was badass. But yeah, no, it was sick. But I was looking it up. I didn't realize there's like 5 or 6 Gravediggers. So there's like 5 or 6
Really?
circuits that travel around. There's like the indoor circuit, the outdoor, the East Coast, West Coast, mid, and they travel. So there's literally like I was like, holy shit! And so I was
That's
like,
kind of
can we see
wild.
like a shitty version? And then I think they just kind of rotate around or whatever. And it was
Yeah. Well,
it
you
wasn't
always see
like
that
a
one when we go to the beach. You see that
yeah. So
one right on
that
the side of the
right. So
road.
this chick grew up at the beach she's from Kitty
Oh,
Hawk or Kill Devil Hills. Like that's their home base. Like
okay.
the dad's from there, and then like there's 2 brothers and her. They all drive a Gravedigger, or I think one of the sons drives son of a Gravedigger, which is hilarious. They all look the same, but they like have different paint schemes and stuff. And then there's another guy. There's like 2 other guys that drive Gravediggers. Like it's pretty
That's
hilarious. But
so
yeah, there's
funny,
the
man.
one at the beach I think that one's just like a model one. But they also
Okay.
have you can go there and get like rides in Gravedigger and like go around their
That's.
track. They have a track like it's pretty badass.
I'm just thinking of like maybe she's gonna have a son and he's like, I don't want to drive Gravedigger, and she's like, your granddaddy drove Gravedigger, your mama drove Gravedigger, you're gonna drive Gravedigger, right?
I mean,
That's so
fucking
funny.
badass. Dude, they did backflips on them. Like it was pretty cool. It was probably like maybe a half hour too long. They did like
Yeah.
a donut competition, which was cool, kind of. But they have like 10 trucks, and you just need to see like just show Gravedigger and maybe like one of the other good guys. You don't.
Yeah.
There's a couple like scrubs, and honestly, it was funny. It's like they weren't necessarily even worse, but they don't have like they didn't have like the marketing or like they were just like random
Yeah.
trucks. Like one of them was called the Raminator. It was just a Dodge Ram, like the Raminator.
That's
Welcome
hilarious.
to the stage. What was cracking me up.
Did the announcer talk like that too the whole time?
Yes, yes. And
That's
it reminded me.
that's
It's
the
the
best
same
part.
announcer as the strip club announcer. Welcome to the stage. Everybody, give it up for Dixie Raminator. Like the same cadence, same songs playing. Just like what is it like Disturbed and like Seether and like not even like country.
That's
There's like the
hilarious.
country, the other level of country that's like
Yeah.
like redneck country. Not even like redneck, like
It's like
Monster Energy country. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
starts out country, but then
Afflicted.
it gets like hard, and there was a lot of that. Like I don't know,
A lot
it
of
was,
Avenged Sevenfold.
yeah, a lot of that. Yeah. But so I was like, damn, bro, this place is hilarious. And then, of course, they're trying to like sell you shit. Like, yeah,
Oh
come
yeah.
buy this
Such a
$35
racket.
toy monster truck. Like, it felt a little bit like I was at a strip club for kids with monster trucks instead of
Strip
like
club for kids.
beers were
That's hilarious.
$15. It was,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, it was just like kind of a racket, but also just badass and awesome too. But it was cracking. It's kind of like, I would say it's a little bit like wrestling because they have a competition, but it's like clearly like fake or not fake, but like fan
Yeah.
driven scoring. So it's just kind of like they have like a championship series and stuff. So that I don't know, it's just wild. But last night I was watching Monster Jam on YouTube, the World Finals.
Hmm.
Yeah, with my son, of course, and he's eating it up. But
He was
yeah, it's
loving it.
pretty sweet. He's got like 8 monster trucks now. It's just yeah,
Oh, of
it's
course.
badass. And like it was like sick because it's one of those events where the parents and kids both actually have fun. It's very rare, so it's
Yeah.
pretty sweet. It made me want to go do other shit. I was like, man, I gotta get out of this house more and do stuff. Like, I want to go to
Yeah.
night trick
Taking your
circuit.
kids to shit is fun.
Like
Like,
that's fun, dude. Like, hey, like look at
yeah.
this, and they like love it. They like doing
Hmm.
stuff. So I'm gonna start going to Cap games. I'd like to go to
Yeah.
Wizards games, but that would be.
That was,
I would think that
yeah.
might be just like disheartening to watch basketball.
Yeah. No, taking your kids to shit's really fun. Like, we went to the hockey game, and it was a 7 o'clock puck drop, so we only
Yeah,
stayed for the
that's a
first two
little.
periods
Yeah.
because it was like 8:30 by the time the third
Mhm.
period started, and he was just beat. But he loved it. Like, once I was pointing like, "Hey, watch this,"
Yeah.
and somebody would get slammed into the boards, and he'd be like, "Whoa!" And it's like,
Yeah.
"All right, you're into it now."
And they definitely like getting an explanation. Like if I try to
Oh
make them watch
yeah,
football, for instance, I'm like, oh look, like this guy's about to run the ball, and they're like, oh,
yeah,
like for a split second, you know,
yeah,
before they get back to
exactly.
punch me in the head. But like they enjoy that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's cool. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, it was. Sounds like we had a more fun weekend than sitting around watching the fucking golf because that was just a snooze fest. It was
Yeah, I
awful.
did watch it when I got home. Well, football was on too, but
Yeah, Saturday. It was Saturday. It was the golf
oh,
finished.
okay.
Remember
So
they finished on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes. Okay. So
Oh no,
yeah, I
you
watched it
yeah
Saturday. So I didn't go to bowling Saturday, and yeah, I was at home with sick kids
yeah
by myself, and I watched the golf. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what
It
it was.
was terrible though. Like it was just so just
Yeah. I mean, it was. It got tight at the end, but it was more so guys fucking up than like guys playing well.
yeah.
The
I think
Jaeger
it was more
dude,
for me, just the guys like that
Jägermeister.
I just don't care about.
I watch a lot of DP, so I've heard of those dudes, or at least I've
Hmm.
heard of Pavon. And like I knew he was good, but not moving the needle. But the
Yeah,
Jägermeister dude just completely shit the bed, and then I thought Pavon was about to blow it at the end there, and then he ended up pretty sick. But like he didn't hesitate at all on that putt on 18 for birdie to win it all.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it was pretty sick. Just fucking got up, looked. I mean, I feel like I would end up reading that putt a little longer, but read it. I think he just knew it was like right edge and just smashed it.
yeah.
It moved a
I
slight
mean,
bit
sometimes
left
that's
and
the
went
best
in.
thing. You don't think about
Yeah,
it. You just get up and bang it home and
yeah,
call it a day. I
and
was surprised. He was the first ever Frenchman to win a PGA Tour event. That was pretty shocking.
really,
Yeah,
yeah, you would think France would have like a lot of golf
somebody.
courses, like snotty motherfuckers, and they got
Yeah.
all this nice land out there with
Hmm. I mean, the most notable
wineries and
Frenchman
stuff.
is
Bunch of rich
Vandeveld.
dudes. Oh right, yeah, yeah, old Vanderbilt. Yeah, they definitely
Old
brought that up.
Vandeveld. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
I
guess
don't
they'll
know. It
report they probably
wasn't
had
very
bombs in
exciting.
like World War II and stuff.
It didn't help that like my pick for the pod and my pick for fantasy both missed the cut. So it's just like, well, I don't know. I
Yeah,
think that's the hard part. I love fantasy golf, but when my guy misses, I'm just like, fuck this tournament. This tournament doesn't
yeah, it does. It does
matter.
kills the vibes. I usually try to bet on someone else. I bet on.
Yeah,
I did. I mean, I did do that. I bet on Finau, and he shit the bed as well. He had a chance, uh, and then he bogeyed one of the par fives, which killed him.
brutal.
But yeah, he would have had a chance. But I had him. I had him and the Ravens in a parlay. Like a profit boost. That had to be a parlay, so I put those together and did
Don't get me
DOA, bet
started on
on
the
arrival.
Ravens.
Yeah, they
Don't get me
fucked me.
started
So
on the Ravens.
I didn't put any more bets on the Ravens after that one because I was like, all right, this is not. This is not going to end well. But
I mean, yeah,
yeah, that was a dagger. I
yeah,
was
for
really hoping
sure.
they were going to win. I'm sick of the Chiefs and yeah, Lamar shit the bed, dude. That was bad. I've never seen
Yeah,
like someone who's really good at quarterback just completely miss so many deep throws. Like they kept going deep, and he just overthrew fucking every single one, dude. That was
yeah.
tough.
Well,
Tough
and
to
it
watch.
like not only
A
that,
couple of
just
them were
like
pass
that
interference,
whole
by the way. But
game, the number one rushing team in the NFL, and they ran the ball 16 times. Like just the whole thing, just
yeah, it
like
did. None of
something
it made
goes on.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
they just shit the bed.
Yeah,
It's tough to watch.
yeah. I mean, we can kind of get into that. That's part of my bogey of the week was just Championship Sunday. Personally,
Mm, yeah.
I went 0-12 on on bets.
Yeah.
0-12,
Yeah,
and
dude,
the
saw that
hardest
one
part
coming.
about it
Saw
was
that one coming
I,
from a mile away.
I felt great about it, man. It was like,
Yeah,
I mean, it was like my fingers were just doing the talking. I wasn't even thinking, and it was like Eric Clapton playing Layla for the first time, and I was just like, oh, this is everything's coming
uh,
together here, and I'm gonna be rich by the end of the day. And then nope. Once the Ravens game happened, I was like, you
uh,
know what? It's all gone bad. It's all gone bad, and I just
well,
need to just stop. I
you
felt
set
so
like the
great, man.
screen record of your picks, and yeah, it was 12 bets. And I'm like, oh, dude, this
That's
is
how
when
good it
you lose it
felt.
all. This is when you lose it all, man. I've done this a million times. Same thing. You feel so good. Yeah, you put all like, especially when you're doing like little same game
Yeah,
parlays, and you're like, all
yeah,
right, Lamar 50 rushing yards, one touchdown, and Gus Edwards 50 yards. Like this is a fucking lock, dude. 50 bucks
yeah,
on that just to get. I just need to get the guaranteed one, so I do 50 like plus 150 just to make sure I get my money back for the rest. Then I do some outlandish ones for $10 and to win 600, and it was like, oh
yeah.
shit, my guaranteed one lost, and now I'm really fucked because these other ones sure as hell ain't hitting.
Yeah. I was so heavy on Ravens and Lions,
Oh
and
yeah,
like
yep.
this all went bad. Yeah,
Well, the
it was a
worst
bad
part
day.
too is like when you get like I had like David Montgomery anytime touchdown,
Hmm.
and which was slightly like which
It
is
was like
wow
minus
he's
140 or something.
no, it was like plus 140 or plus something. David Montgomery
Maybe that's
on
something. I thought
FanDuel
he
was
was like
plus.
minus.
Jameer Gibbs was minus.
Okay,
But
and he
Montgomery was
scores.
like plus 140, 160 or something. And I don't know. They always give the ball to Montgomery at the goal line. I don't know why they always have
Yeah,
Gibbs. Whatever. I guess they both scored. But you hit like the leg that's like you're kind of like worried about, and then your other legs fuck up that you thought were
yeah.
guaranteed. You're like, God
It was
no.
just bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
yeah.
bad
Tough
day. It was a
weekend.
bad day on the sticks for me. So
Yeah.
that's my bogey of the week. I just need to turn it off, refresh. I uninstalled the app and reinstalled it. I figured that it needed to update or something. Something's wrong with it. I don't know what was
Did you
going
blow?
on.
Did you blow on your
Yeah,
phone?
yeah. I was like, something's not right here. I don't know. So we're starting over fresh this week. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're gonna take a break, maybe. I don't know.
Do you have to reload the account? Is the question.
I didn't have to do that. Like
Oh,
I've
okay.
built it
Yeah,
up
you're good
enough to
then.
where I'm good. So I just
Yeah,
need
dude.
to just hit
No,
one
you're
more and get
fine,
back.
dude. Unless you're
Yeah,
redepositing, you're good. There's nothing to complain
yeah.
about.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Dude, Super
Um.
Bowl's easiest money
Oh
you
yeah.
can make, dude.
Oh, and there's so many props.
Yeah.
You can just throw stuff around everywhere. Um. But
Fall back.
I've got it.
You need to double up, put at least 24 in for Super Bowl to make your money back.
Yeah. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna get in the lab. We'll see. But I've got a big time birdie of the week. Um, the Baltimore Orioles have agreed to terms to sell the team out of the Angelos family to just an
Huge.
awesome group, huge group, huge group. The big leader of the group is David Rubenstein, who's a Baltimore native, so he wants
Yeah,
nothing
that's
more.
awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome, and he's worth billions and billions of dollars. But also, more importantly, Cal Ripken is part of the group, which is just, I mean, he wants nothing more than to get back to the glory years. So Cal Ripken being part of the group is humongous. Grant Hill's
Yeah.
part of the group, who's from Northern Virginia. So I'm sure he probably grew up an Orioles fan. Like
Yeah.
it's all laid out there.
Sick. Yeah.
Now they're out of this just cheap ass
Oh, dude,
lawyer
the
owned
worst. Yeah.
ownership where they didn't want to pay anybody. I think
Yeah.
that's going to just be. I mean, it's that's the most exciting news of the year for me,
Yeah.
honestly. Like that's
Yeah, it's
huge.
absolutely huge. When you got all those young studs, the last thing you want is what the Nats did, and all of a sudden you
Trade
win
them
the World
all.
Series and
Yeah,
they're all gone. Or like the Marlins
yeah,
have done it multiple times. Like
yeah.
that's the
The
worst.
Rays do
Get
it
it,
all the time.
bro.
Like,
Rays, yeah, it's the worst. Like, how are you supposed to root for that team? Shit, even the Red
yeah,
Sox kind of did that recently. But yeah, dude, being able to pay those young guys makes it all the worthwhile. Like, there's
it's
nothing
gonna be
worse than just
awesome.
being like, you just hear about like for years, like, oh, Gunnar Henderson's going to the Yankees or the Dodgers.
Yeah,
Who's gonna get him? Or like Adley, like he'd look good in
yeah.
pinstripes for every fucking baseball talk show. Like, there's nothing worse than that. So having some real cash come in is absolutely
It's
huge.
incredible. I mean, they just signed a new 30-year lease with the city to
Yeah,
keep those there, and then get new ownership. Like, that's just incredible. That's the best news ever. I mean, I know you felt it with Snyder leaving
yep. Hmm.
Washington. Like now, I mean, they just been the most like piss poor. Like they had a $30 million like payroll a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there's players that make more than that.
well, dude, yeah.
So
Big year for
so
the Commanders fans
yeah,
that were still Orioles fans. I guess
yeah,
all the Maryland
exactly.
guys. I feel like all the DC Virginia, a lot of DC Virginia converted besides you and
Probably, yeah.
Sam and a
I
couple
mean,
other broskies.
they'll
But
probably speed up the Nats sale too, though. Like
well, that's
it
yeah,
puts
dude.
a
It's huge
value
for
on
the
the
Nats as
team,
well.
like because
Makes well, and they're gonna have to rework the Masson deal because
yeah,
that's been a pain in the ass. I mean, that's why the Nats didn't sell. Um, because that deal's been fucking them. And then the Orioles still owe him like $100 million or something crazy.
yeah.
Technically, I think, but I don't know. Hopefully, all that shit gets resolved and like honestly, hopefully, like I don't know. I guess Masson's all right, but like I don't know. Hopefully, that will get
I,
upgraded.
I think Ted's gonna buy him, and those roll into Monumental Sports Network, and 'cause he's
Yeah,
got nothing playing in the dead of summer. Like if you think about
can he
Monumental Sports
afford the
Network, he put this
Nats? Does he
big
have two more?
investment.
Does he have $2
Oh
billion?
yeah,
I think
yeah,
he'll if
absolutely.
he doesn't buy the Nets, I think he'll work out a deal to
He'll be
cover
part
the
of it.
Nets. I think they'll be
Yeah.
on Monumental Sports Network regardless of if he buys them or not. I think
Yeah,
that's
because
going to be
the
tough
only
play.
thing on there when
The
it's not
Junkies,
basketball or
Sports
hockey
Junkies.
season are the Junkies and like Wizards Classics
Yeah,
games.
there's
Like they
nothing
don't
on at
play
night. I mean,
anything.
sports. Yeah, Junkies in the morning, and then yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
exactly. So I think he'll definitely be a part of it. I mean, he put a giant investment into a cable network, and for 4 to 5 months out of the year, he's not going to have any programming. Like he's going
Yeah,
to have something.
yeah, that's a long term play for sure.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, Maston's fine. I just don't even have it with YouTube TV and like
I
yeah,
don't
I feel
have
like it
it.
was just like there was always like restrictions on it. I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I don't have it. They
yeah,
never had a streaming platform at all
yeah. That's
until
what I'm
last
saying. It's like
year. They
you can't even fucking
made
get
the
it.
Masson app, but you had to already be a subscriber.
Right. You
Yeah,
basically got to buy MLB Network and a VPN and just
that's what I did.
say you're in California, and then you can watch
Yeah,
it. But
that's what I
yeah,
did. Honestly, MLB is such a shit show with blackout rules. It's the worst than any other sport.
hmm
They could stand to
Yeah,
fix
talking
that.
about. I mean, we're probably about to talk about some. How I mean, we've talked about before how PGA is fucked up a lot,
Yeah,
especially with all the live stuff. But like MLB, man, they take the
yeah.
cake every year. Like all their image rights
They're
and like
idiots.
blackouts. Like, dude, they're
That
just
and
not on
the,
time. I mean, the
I mean,
NBA is
even
such
simple
an
stuff
inferior
like the,
product. Yeah,
yeah, the
but
award
they're
show for
killing it.
MLB. They just had an award show this past weekend for the MLB. Did you even know? Like nobody
No,
even
no
knows what's
idea.
going on. Yeah,
Yeah,
like they
dude,
they
they should
they
hire Adam Silver to do baseball because the NBA objectively kind of sucks. Like I still love NBA, but like there's no defense anymore. The refs are ridiculous. Like
yeah,
foul calls are like almost unwatchable, and they are killing it on TV
they
deals,
do.
social media, like
That's
the
what it is
awards, All
now.
Star Weekend, everything. Um, Banging porn stars, having orgies with porn stars.
Yeah.
The Phoenix Suns, whatever that. But like that
Oh
shit
yeah.
drives clicks, and like the MLB is like just continuously fucking up, like thinking they're old school, like whatever. Like no, you need more access to fans. You need to promote your videos. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
man. It's
Yeah.
kind of
It's
what
crazy.
that's kind of the reason why Phil went to live too, though, because PGA Tour was doing the same thing, and like not
Yeah, they
getting
wouldn't let them
rights.
have their image
Yeah,
and likeness. And he's like, "What do
yeah,
you mean?" Because he was trying to make
yeah.
NFTs of himself, and they were
Right.
like,
Yeah,
"You can't
yeah,
do that." And he's like,
yeah. Like we
"I
own this.
can't, I can't make a video of myself." And they're like,
Yeah.
"No, we own that." So yeah,
Ah, God damn, dude, so dumb.
dude, all these old, just like washed organizations like MLB and
Well, it's a
PGA
lot of
wonder why
guys.
their
Yeah,
median viewership age is like 60 years old. It's like,
it's
well,
it's an old boys club, so a lot of the guys were born on third base
mm-hmm.
type of deal. Think they're smarter than everyone. They're rich because they're rich. They're born rich or whatever. It's just like don't have their pulse on the real viewers.
Yeah,
Like what
yeah,
do the viewers
absolutely,
want? It's just
yeah.
Jay Monahan. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Well,
yikes. Yeah, so same thing. Same. Yeah, I don't get it.
I feel like the PGA is getting in with more old rich guys after
That
the
is
news that
true. That
broke
is
today.
true. But some old rich guys, actually, a lot of old rich baseball guys too. Uh, Fenway Sports Group, Milwaukee Brewers, and Steve Cohen from the Mets, and then like Boston Celtics owner and who's Boston Celtics, their old curmudgeon team, um,
Yeah,
and Arthur Blank, who's old as fuck. But bunch of rich dudes that I guess like Fenway Sports Group. I think they own Liverpool and like a bunch of
yeah,
other teams. Like they know what they're doing. Besides the Red Sox suck ass now recently, but and they let Mookie
yeah.
Betts go and Xander Bogarts, right, and like all their star players. But yeah, other than that, but yeah, they know. I mean, a bunch of old curmudgeon teams for sure. But I think they actually know. Some of those guys know a little thing or two about TV rights and spending money. I mean, Steve Cohen likes to spend money. Big Wall Street guy. I mean, I think
Mm-hmm.
it ultimately help for sure. They're
It
not going.
will. I mean, it's a
They're
huge influx of
they're
cash.
the type of guys that aren't just going to spend money to not make a shit ton more money.
Oh
So
yeah,
there's something going on here. They know something. I think the live or PIF. I mean, I think they're expecting PIF to come in and then just infuse some more cash as well
yeah.
down the
Well, that was
line.
part of the deal is they left that on the table. Like they're
Yeah,
allowed, they're still
so
allowed to come in.
I think it's kind of like, yeah, we'll give you 3 billion, start the for profit thing, get it going. PIF is going to be sitting there with unlimited funds. They're going to get their investment back at least, and then I'm sure they're gonna try to rework some sort of TV deals. I would imagine,
Mm-hmm.
um, but I don't know, man. Golf just doesn't move the needle quite. Like there's not that much viewership, but I think it is. It is a growing sport for sure, and
It doesn't, but
there is,
like I don't know. Think about like F1. F1,
yeah,
it
it's
was
blowing up.
nothing, and it's
Yeah.
huge now, and it was always huge internationally,
Hmm.
I guess. But like, it was nothing around here. Now, I mean, people watch it all the
Yeah.
fucking time. So
Yeah. Golf is
yeah,
blowing up too. Yeah.
yeah. But you're right. Like, they need to get I don't know, like just the old. I don't know, like promote your shit like the NBA, like you're saying, like blow up on Instagram and
Yeah,
stuff. But golf,
golfers
that's
are
hard to
little
do,
nerd.
man.
Golfers are
Golf is
nerds, man.
they are, dude. There's
Golf
no.
podcasters are the worst too.
What's funny though,
You gotta be a
like
real idiot.
it's funny because like in our chat, like Liv came out with their new commercial and everybody's joning on it and like, oh, this is awful. But it's like they're at least trying stuff and like putting graphics to like their players and like that might click with young kid. Like it's not gonna click with us. We're already fucking hooked to golf. That doesn't matter. But like if a young kid sees that and it's like all animated and shit, I don't know. Like at least they're trying. It's not like it's not fucking Rory McIlroy hitting balls at the range and somebody going, "Oh, these guys are good." It's like that was their slogan for fucking 20 years. These guys are good. It's like, well, duh, they're fucking pros. Like that's not gonna bring people in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, don't try to get me to like lifts, dude.
I'm not trying, but I'm just saying, like they're at least
No,
trying.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the ROM photo was pretty hilarious though. That was like,
Yeah,
what are they doing?
that was odd. It was really odd. Everybody thought it was DJ Khaled. Like
New team's coming.
new. T-
Like, bro, you fucking
yeah,
quiet,
that was.
please. Quiet, please. Just intense John Rahm looking like he's ready
Mhm.
for battle. They got the Roman numerals, like he's gonna fucking kick. This is Sparta. Like, yeah, and then it's like, quiet, please.
Yeah. Well, the weirdest. So I
Oh,
went to the live
good
event
shot,
last
John.
year,
Good shot. Like, I mean, come
and
on.
there's like techno music blasting and stuff like that, and there's
Yeah,
music playing,
that is
and then
kind of.
there's still a
I would
there's
enjoy
still a guy holding a quiet please sign though.
that. Yeah.
And it's like there's a giant speaker on the tee box. What do you mean?
I mean, yeah. I mean, but if it's consistent noise, like it doesn't bother me.
True.
I
I
mean,
mean, we
you
play with
just don't need
music,
the
so
yelling like in the backswing, like
yeah.
the blurred out like mashed potatoes. You know, yeah, shut the
Yeah,
fuck up. But yeah, if it's, I mean, obviously, like I think music helps you play golf because you just helps you
I
relax a
like
little bit.
it.
You
It
know?
loosens you up a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
Um, little mini birdie of the week is they're starting to put odds on live. You can bet on it now.
Yeah,
That's
that is
kind of
cool. That
awesome.
makes it real. That makes it real.
That's how you
Yes,
know
you can
it's
bet. I
around.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah. Who cares
yeah.
about official golf world rankings
Rom
points?
is the biggest favorite ever
You know what? I didn't even
this
look.
week.
Mayakoba?
At Mayakoba, he's plus 450, and I think the next closest is plus 1,000. He's just way out there. I don't think he's gonna
I
win.
don't think he's. That's the thing, man. I feel like
It's he's got so much like, and
it's
I
a
know it's more
different
laid back, but he's
game.
still gonna feel that pressure.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like it's not like Brooks and Cam Smith and DJ like started
Yeah,
like Matt Gooch came out
Taylor
firing. Like,
Gooch,
so yeah, Taylor Gooch.
Matt Wolf, Taylor Gooch,
Yeah,
Matt
Taylor
Gooch,
Gooch.
same
Yeah,
guy.
whatever. Is there a Matt Gooch? I don't know. Why did I say okay? But yeah. So it's not like I mean, I don't know, man. It's a bit of a different format to where I don't know if he's going to have that immediate win. Like
Yeah,
450 seems kind of tough. Let's see here. Do
yeah.
they have
I
it
think
on
Cam Smith was
FanDuel?
like plus. He was like plus 11 or plus 13 or something like that.
Yeah, let's
Um,
go. Here we go.
it's
Yeah,
right. Yeah, it's
Rom
right there.
plus 430. Neiman plus 1200. I guess they
Yeah,
figure, it's in Mayakoba and he's from Chile, so it's like the same thing, right?
same thing.
Oh, dude, Hatton. I forgot Hatton. I guess Hatton's playing already.
Oh yeah, speaking of Hatton, like they actually got
Just a cool 50 million, 60 million. Dude, great move by him,
yeah
especially with this deal. This thing's about to merge.
yeah,
Get a guaranteed 60 million?
dude.
I mean, why
They
not?
actually got two decent. There besides Rom, like two other decent names this year in Hatton and Maronk. Like Maronk won
Yeah.
DP player of the year last year.
Yeah, he was legit last year. Yeah.
Like he's pretty legit. So,
Yeah.
but like you said, like why not lead? Why not take it? Like,
Oh, I didn't realize Martin Keimer went to live. He's
yeah.
about 25,000. I mean, I guess
Oh Lord,
I don't know if you
he's
can
kind of
make it on the
old. He's
tour
pretty
anymore.
old
Yeah.
now.
Talk
Yeah,
about a weird career. Just win two majors
two
just
majors, become number one.
and just I mean, I guess kind of like David Duval maybe, but David Duval was like around for much longer and like way better.
Yeah. Well, David Duval won his major like after his prime.
Yeah,
He won
right.
his British Open way after his prime. Like
Yeah,
I still remember
Keimer
I
just
was at Pinehurst on
at Pinehurst,
Sunday, the
he was like
Open he
eight
won.
under. Yeah,
Oh, he was just lapping the field, and it was
yeah.
like there
Or he
was
was eight
no
strokes.
buzz.
I
Yeah,
think he was eight strokes up. Yeah,
yeah,
just crazy.
yeah. Well, you can bet on Live now, so more places to lose your money if you're interested.
Damn, they got a
Um,
lot more guys than I realized.
they're pretty.
Like
Yeah,
Paul Casey, Richard Bland, Charles
Louis
Schwartzel, Graham
Oosthuizen.
McDowell. I forgot they got Bubba, like Lee Westwood, obviously, but
Yeah,
yeah, dude, they got some names, dude. It looks like
it's more legit in year three.
it's yeah,
You
it's
don't
kind of like
have
it looks like a
Chase Kepka's
retirement.
there.
It
Yeah.
looked like a retirement tour, like
Hmm.
pre champions, like
Yeah.
besides Rom and Bryson and Cam
Cam
Smith, like
Smith.
they have a
I mean, they're
couple of
still young. Yeah.
Brooks,
I mean,
Answer,
Joaquin Neiman's only like
shit,
what,
and even
23 years old?
yeah. But like a lot of the other guys are still kind of like I don't know, yeah,
Yeah.
interesting stuff. But
If
I don't know, maybe I'll watch.
I
I might actually watch my first live tournament.
I mean, it's all going to hinge on the success of them if they can't play both sides is if they go to 72 and get points.
Play both sides.
Yeah, or play both sides. Yes. um, but who knows what's going to happen? I mean,
I think they
Rory's
gotta just
holding
go
the fucking
to
torch
they gotta
forever,
go
and he flip
to
flopped.
a regular format.
Hmm.
Like if they want the points, if they're gonna continue just completely separate, they gotta go to regular format. Period.
Yeah.
And then it'll be fine.
Well,
And then
you
I
can
don't
keep
care.
like team. I think keep
Keep
team
the
points
team,
like
yeah.
throughout the year and make
Keep the
that like a
team. Just you
yearly
gotta play
chase.
72 holes. You got and not do the stupid
Yeah.
ass shotgun. Like just play
Yeah.
regular whatever. Maybe shotgun the first 2 days because who cares? But
Yeah.
Saturday or even just Sunday, switch to 70 holes. Just Sunday you do regular. You can shotgun the
Well,
other
they
three
do
days.
that
Who
on
cares?
Sunday. They put it in order of. They still shotgun it, but they put it in order of who's
Uh,
who's in the
okay.
lead. They tee off on one, and then
Yeah,
the
but I
next.
still
Yeah. No, I don't
I don't
disagree.
know.
I don't disagree. Um, yeah. I mean, but
I want the leaders
if you,
coming down the stretch that creates drama, dude. Like,
I guess the way I
yeah,
think about it is like, and they do have endless amounts of money, so they can't go bankrupt, which is a big caveat here. But if you think about other leagues that have tried to go up against the NFL or anything like that, like the AAF or the
they run out
XFL,
of
like
money. Yeah.
they fizzle out and they run out of money. Like they're not going to run out of money. They're going to keep getting people.
I wonder what
And
they're like
it's not
end
going
game.
anywhere, whether people like
Yeah,
it or
but
not. It's just
when
not.
you can't just
They're washing their money.
you can't just continuously lose money. You think they got
They
someone at
can.
CW funneling
They
the money back to them? Like,
they can
I mean, they could,
continuously
but
lose their money though. It's like in the fund $600 trillion.
yeah, but not for like sports. I think that's their overall
Yeah, but if they're just
value.
trying to wash, then who cares where it goes? They're
I
still making money.
guess. Yeah, I wonder,
Or there's like in oil, they're
is
still
it
making
possible
money.
to spend $600 trillion
No,
on real?
no.
Yeah, of course you could just give it away or whatever. To actually spend it on not on things that you could actually enjoy. How many people are in control of that fund?
I don't know.
Say there's 50.
It isn't it the whole
Could you?
country? If you're born a natural Saudi, like you get a cut.
Maybe I don't know.
I think, or is that
Probably the
Qatar?
royal family or whatever.
If you're born of like a full, it might be Qatar, and like you're just born a billionaire because you're actually that ethnicity. I don't know.
Really.
Yeah,
Mm,
not
Sounds a
us.
little outlandish, but
Yeah, I
maybe.
can't. I
Maybe.
still got pull myself up by my bootstraps every day.
Yeah. Keep tripping over myself. God damn it. Um, uh,
If
yeah,
they're
but
not
I
gonna
was
run
like,
out of
that would be
money,
wild. I mean, how much money do they have set aside specifically for live golf? And then, yeah, could you even realistically spend it in 10 years? But everything I've read is they're actually the dude is super cheap. It's not like he's
yeah,
just willy nilly spending fucking money. He's
probably
no.
not. Yeah,
I mean, the craziest part is just the player deals, like John Rahm. That is
yeah.
insane. Terrell Hatton getting 60 million is insane. I
Well,
mean,
it seemed low, and then I saw somebody say his career earnings are only 20 million. It's
20
like
million.
he
That's
just tripled
crazy.
his
Yeah.
career earnings.
Yeah. Well, and what is he? I mean, I guess how long are the deals for? I don't know,
Yeah,
man. It's just,
nobody really knows. That's
it's
the other weird part is
basically, they
there's like
basically,
no.
the way I see it is they invested in the players a shit ton of money to get leverage to basically buy the
Yeah,
PGA Tour
yeah. They just want a seat at
or
that table, like
become a
the big
controlling.
seat at the table. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, so that's basically what the player investments are. Because there's no way they're going to make their money back off the tour unless it really kicks off with the team thing
mm-hmm.
and sell off the teams or whatever. I mean, that's possibly 20 years down the line. But
Yeah.
well, I'm an idiot, but I can't imagine that
No,
happening
I don't
for
think it.
golf
Yeah,
in this way with the current situation, unless they can get integrated with the PGA Tour and start playing majors. Because the only way the teams are gonna work is if the players that are on, maybe you end up becoming a fan of certain teams or whatever, but they have to start winning majors. Majors are still only, it's still going to be what people care about,
mm-hmm.
and unless
I
that
mean,
gets
it's the only
integrated.
four that matter, honestly. Even with these signature
Yeah.
events, like this weekend, the Pebble Beach, like was always a fun tournament. It still doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Right.
matter, like who wins that. I don't care. I couldn't
Right.
tell you who won the signature events last year. I knew who won the majors.
Right. Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, that's
So
all that
unless
matters.
live guys, well, they did win last year, Brooks, but
Yeah,
unless they yeah, promote their teams as they're winning a major and stuff, I just can't imagine that becoming a real thing. But I
yeah,
mean, could be wrong, but yeah.
yeah. Could be. I don't know. Guess we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting
What I
for
want to
sure. Like,
crack up about this weekend, though, it is a cool ass weekend. It's at Pebble Beach for one. They got the
mhm.
Pro-Am thing, which is always kind of cool. Got a bunch of celebrities, Bill Murray throwing clubs,
Yeah, Bill Murray backed
whatever.
out this year.
He's not playing. I don't think. I
Yeah,
don't. I guess he's too old or whatever. But
he's old as
maybe
shit.
he's tired of doing the same shtick every year. But
It's gotta
but
get
it's always
old,
a
right?
cool tournament, and then it's at fucking Pebble Beach, and when the U.S. Open is at Pebble Beach, it's a huge deal, and it's oh
Yeah,
fucking Pebble Beach, but then they play this thing, and it's yeah, no one cares.
yeah.
It's so
Well, it's
funny to me.
funny.
I'm but it's still Pebble Beach, and a lot of the big dogs haven't historically played there,
Hmm.
but they are this year
That's why
because
they
it's a
made it
signature
signature
event,
event.
right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, that always just kind of cracks me up. I never really.
Yeah.
Always
Well,
weird to me.
it's funny that like how they can change a course because they always crush the course, but when the
Yeah.
U.S. Opens there, like good luck breaking
Yeah.
par.
Right. Right. That's what.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's always wild to me. Besides
Yeah.
Gary Woodland
Yeah. Well,
crushing it.
I had a theory why they made it a signature event was like all these famous amateurs for the pro-am are coming in. They're probably pissed to be playing with scrubs, and they're
Yeah.
probably like, I'm not donating to this anymore. This whatever cause this
Yeah.
is, like, fuck this. I'm not
Right.
showing up to play with Todd Merritt or whatever, like, or Troy
Troy
Merritt.
Merritt. Troy
Troy
Merritt. Like,
Merritt.
he always plays good with Larry Fitzgerald. That fucking God, what's his name? Nah, I forget. He's a really
Yeah,
good
fuck it.
golfer.
But at the same time, like,
Exactly. I can't even remember his fucking name, but uh,
exactly.
it's like Keith something. So,
Yeah,
Kevin Streelman.
Kevin Streelman.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's better than Troy Merritt.
he's yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But
well, but
he
like,
always plays. He always plays in this with Larry Fitzgerald, and it's like
yeah,
really good golfer. But like, it's just like
yeah.
not a field mover.
They've made some changes though that I do like. Is so the amateurs aren't playing the weekend anymore,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
I kind of agree with, especially with it being
Yeah,
an
dude,
elevated
that
event
was
now.
kind of
Like you don't
wacky,
want
man. Yeah,
that clown show, and you're trying to win
yeah,
$3.6 million. It's like
yeah. I
I don't
like
need
that.
Bill Murray fucking being a goober in the bunker. Like I'm trying to win 3.6 million right
Right.
now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Could you
I
imagine
agree.
being pro and having to deal with that though? Like the circus and like fucking Carlton on the green doing the Carlton dance and like shit like that. Just like what the fuck is going on
uh,
here?
dude, how annoyed is Carlton? Probably, dude. He's trying to play some golf. You got to do
Yeah.
this fucking dance at every other hole. Steph Curry like shooting the basketball. Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
throwing the football. You know,
Yeah. That's
it is
that's more
fun.
the
It's fun on Thursday.
yeah.
Do it one day.
Maybe that's why
You know.
they start do like the big Lake Tahoe thing now.
Yeah, and I do enjoy that. Like that is
Yeah,
fun
that's
to
a fun
watch.
event. And
Yeah,
it's just famous amateurs and like they're out there
always
just
like
having a
it's
blast.
always former MLB players, usually
Yeah.
pitchers and hockey players.
Yeah.
Are just so
Yeah.
sick. And Tony Romo, but
The
like
the
Marcus
funny
Stroman.
thing is like when you're watching the AT&T is
It's
like
Marcus
big
Stroman.
famous names and it's like oh and let's cut to and it's like so and so the CFO of
Bank of America.
FedEx and
Yeah, yeah,
it's like this guy is just so rich he probably was just like I want
yeah,
in
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'll
for
give
sure.
you this much money, and
hundred
you better
thousand
put me on
dollars.
TV at least
Yeah.
once.
I know.
Yeah.
Now that I'm not like a rock star or gonna be a famous athlete, I just have to work to be one of those rich assholes to
Yeah.
play in this. Because dude, that would be a cool bucket list item. Play in this
Oh,
thing,
fuck yeah.
or even just like
Hell yeah.
Tahoe. But
I
yeah,
wonder at what point
I
it's
gotta be
going to be
that rich
like,
fucking nerd that just has to pay my way now.
yeah. I wonder at what point it's going to be like people, like influencers. They're like, and playing today with
Fat
Kevin
Brad.
Stewart is Fat Perez. And it's like, and he just gets out there and
I was wanting that today too.
it
Actually,
wouldn't
yeah,
surprise me. Or like, yeah, like here's Robbie Berger,
yeah.
fucking
I'm
Riggs from
surprised they're not in
Barstool, and
there,
you're just like,
right?
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
Especially
happen eventually.
Pat Perez is actually good at golf, so like I would
Yeah.
think someone like him would be in there.
Hmm. Yeah, I saw Michael
Maybe it
Kim
just
on
costs too
Twitter.
much money.
True, probably. Do you follow Michael Kim on Twitter? He's an
Yeah,
awesome follow.
yeah. I saw
But
him
he was
complain about amateurs trying to like
he play money
play like a
games and
match
stuff.
and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always thought about
Yeah.
that. That I would want to play. I've heard it's like, I've been to like congressional and stuff when they've had tournaments. I've heard
Hmm.
it's like 10 grand to play in one of those things, which is
Yeah.
totally not worth it. But
But he
probably
said
great.
like he's played with a guy before, and on the first hole, the guy will like birdie the hole, and he'll be
Yeah,
like one up on the pro, and it's just
yeah.
like, dude, shut the fuck up.
I've
It's
always
so
well,
funny.
I did. I've thought about playing those things before, and I'm like, would it be tacky to be like, "Hey, I'm playing from the pro tees," you know?
Yes, it would
But I
be.
would want to because I'm like, I'm not a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I want to play against the pro tees. I want to see how this course actually is. Granted, I don't even ever play the tips actually at home, like when I play, but
No,
I
because we
don't
don't
know.
like.
But if I'm playing a pro course with a pro, it would be so much more fun to play the pro tips,
It
the pro
would
tees.
until you shot like 87, and you're
I'm
like,
gonna
no,
shoot at 87 from the up tees. Like
yeah.
distance is not the issue, you know. I might as well see. I want to see the course from back there. Like I don't know. It's just kind of it'd be kind of cool. I
Yeah.
don't think they let you though. I don't think. I think they're just like
Nah, probably
because I
not. Because
watched
they don't want you duffing up their fucking tee boxes.
that and they want to move it along. They think it'll take longer because I saw Tony Romo and Tiger played together one year at Congressional in the
Yeah.
Pro-Am, and they made Tony. I think he eventually did move back to the Pro Tees, but off one they made him like tee up, and Tiger was
Huh.
like, "Get the fuck back here, you asshole!" And I think they were playing a money game,
They probably were.
and
And Tiger's like, you're not getting this advantage on me,
yeah,
fucker.
yeah, and Romo was legit. He was his ball striking, like oddly enough, was like at least off the tee. Off the tee's easy to
Yeah.
kind of have ball striking.
To
You know,
fake it.
his I mean it. He looked like a pro, honestly. Um, his ball striking. I mean, he's good. He's legit, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. And there was the other funny thing about that was there was like a chick that was like super hot and dressed very scantily clad, like following the Tiger group around. And I just remember my dad was just like, "God damn, this Tiger's got all these hoes out here." Like, like I don't think he said that, but and this was before this. I think this was before the scandal came out, or right before the scandal, and
That's hilarious.
this was a while ago. And we're like, "Damn, dude, this chick's like." And Tiger kind of gave her a look and stuff, and we're like, "Yeah, Tiger's like, banging
Tiger's
all
got all
these
these
fucking
hoes
chicks
out
out
here.
here." Yeah. And then like a week later, a week later, the scandal comes out. We're like, "Oh, that chick! Holy shit!" Like,
That's hilarious.
there was like a fucking, you know, I
That's
don't know. She just
hilarious.
looked. She was dressed like she was like, you know, following Tiger around. Please
She was there
fuck
for one
me.
reason.
Yeah, it was.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, we have no football this weekend, so we're gonna. I'll watch some Pebble Beach for sure. I love Pebble Beach. I want to play Pebble
Oh
Beach.
yeah.
So if anybody wants to pay
What is it
for
like?
Kenny
five
and I to
hundred
go
bucks?
play Pebble Beach, yeah, something like that.
Our boy K-Up has played there. Um,
Ooh,
yeah, I think it's only $500.
that's it.
It's probably like $800 now with inflation,
Yeah.
with the this daggone
Fucking
inflation. But
yeah.
um, so well,
Maybe
once you
one
get a
day.
flight and hotel, it's like $1,500. But one day,
One day.
it's
One
not
day. So
terrible.
if anybody wants to sponsor this and send Kenny and I to Pebble Beach, we'll shout you out.
Yeah,
First shout out. Um, but so we already posted our picks. We're gonna start doing that, posting our picks early on socials. But I'll go ahead with mine. I went ahead with Cantlay, West Coast guy. Cantlay to finish with top 10. It was plus 200. That was a little higher than I thought. I thought he'd be a little closer to even there. But yeah, plus 200 for Cantlay to finish in the top 10. I think that turned out pretty good. I mean, West Coast dude always plays well in these big events. Like that's when he shows up. It's
hmm
obviously a money hungry, boring ass fucking guy. So he's gonna grind it out and lock in for a signature event. So that's what I went with.
nice. I like that. Well, I went with Jason Day to win plus 5,500.
Hmm.
Uh, I just feel like he's close and he
He's
needs to
due.
win, and he's due. And that was
Yeah.
it. And that's my reasoning every week for every guy picking.
Due
Never
theory and
worked.
hunch.
So yeah, and yeah, he's talk miscut easily. Um, but now, dude, with the win, I saw the win today, and I'm like, I shifted my
Yeah.
strategy. I picked a bunch of like Matt Fitzpatrick, Tommy Fleetwood, a bunch of European
Oh, the
guys.
Brits.
Um, just pick the Europeans that can play in the win.
Yeah.
It's
Did
gonna
you
be
see Justin Thomas's
people are gonna be
video?
hitting stingers. Yeah, he's missing the cut.
Justin Thomas, it was on 17. He was
Actually,
like playing
he's got the win game. Yeah,
160 today, and he hit a
yeah,
4 iron.
yeah. I saw a lot of those. Finau hit driver on 7 into the wind. Um, I think Sahith Theegala hit 3 iron. I think on 17, and it didn't even go 100
Jesus.
yards. So I think it was after. I think they were playing after JT. It got worse. Um, I'm not sure of the forecast for the rest of the weekend, but I think it's probably going to be better. And then I heard Sunday is going to be similar. It's going to be shitty. So I don't know. I don't know if they're going to play Sunday. They
It
might
should be
play
fun.
Sunday.
I hope they do.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be badass. But JT
Yeah.
actually does have the game to hit it to shape shots into the wind. I was thinking Spieth as well.
Yeah,
I'm kind
he's
of looking
got.
at guys who've won the Open before. Spieth's got the weird game.
Mm-hmm.
You could go Hovland plus 1400 just because he's got just the immaculate ball striking that's going to
Yeah.
cut right through the wind. Scotty and Rory, I mean, yeah, but I don't know, man. I think the wind kind of like their ball
Rory
striking
can play in it.
impeccable,
Scott,
but
yeah, but they're both
I don't
hot,
know,
like
man.
big high
They
ball.
just hit
Yeah.
the shit out of the ball. Yeah, I feel like the big distance high ball guys, you're gonna need
Mm-hmm.
a little squeakers like what's his face? Yeah, like Fitzpatrick. Uh,
Brian
let's see,
Harmon.
Brian Harmon. Yeah, he's plus 9,000. So that's a good bet too,
Oh,
man. I like
that's not
shifting.
bad.
Of course, I'm saying all this, and it's just not gonna matter. It's just gonna be like Rory or one of the big hitters. So maybe Jason Day. So I was thinking Jason Day because he's a big hitter,
Mm-hmm.
and that's usually what you need at this course.
And
But
he's a putting motherfucker, dude. And on days like,
yeah,
or like where the weather's just shit, like if you can
yeah.
putt, you're
I
good.
was thinking of
So
Gary Woodland tearing up the course back then, and Jason Day. I feel like has the same like big dog game. Just hell of a golfer. Hits it super long. He can bomb
yeah,
that course, but yeah, we'll see.
hell
So
yeah.
sticking with Jason Day, 5,500.
Well, it should be a fun weekend. I mean, it's been a while since any big dogs even played the Pebble Beach Pro-Am, so it should be fun.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, like no football, you can really lock in and not feel like you gotta cut it off. I mean, football's just been pretty
yeah,
incredible
right.
past couple weekends. So,
Keegan,
D-
Keegan here is
ooh,
playing with Tom Brady.
ooh,
It's a group to
that's got to
watch.
be awesome for him.
Yeah, yeah,
He's gonna be stoked
pretty
about that.
badass. Yeah,
Yeah. God, what a fucking awesome life.
right. Golfers are. It is weird. Like golfers are like almost like rappers or like rock stars, to where even like the actual athletes
They
appreciate
love
golf
him.
because it's
Yeah.
something they can't do. So they fucking
Exactly.
love golfers. And it's kind of
Yeah.
like NBA players always want to be rappers, rappers always want to be NBA players or whatever. Same concept. It's just like any other athlete, like Tom Brady or like J.R. Smith or whatever,
Hmm.
Steph Curry, that like
Yeah.
Michael
I saw
Jordan,
Josh Allen like grinding
Josh
with Keith
Allen.
Mitchell this morning
Yeah.
at like 6:30 on the range. Apparently, it was
Oh,
like,
they're playing with Keegan and Tom.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
I
So,
bet they throw around some extra money.
oh yeah,
Like you get two
lots of
quarterbacks
extra
together
money.
and two pros, and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
we've got a nice match right here. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
But
Little
yeah, it's
life.
pretty wild. Like they just love golfers. Like it's hilarious.
Hmm.
Like Keegan Bradley's best friends with Michael Jordan. Like that's
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah. Exactly. It's fucking crazy.
it's just
It's
a great,
crazy.
great sport, man.
It is, man. It brings everybody together.
Even losers like us can play.
Yep. Even losers like us, man. Bring us together.
Just kidding. We're
All
not
right,
losers.
man.
I've been watching Tony Robbins do. We're not losers. We're the
Tony
best.
Robbins.
We're the best.
Tony
We're
Robbins,
the
man. Whenever I hear Tony Robbins, I think of Shallow Hal. And they're in the
best.
elevator, and he grabs him by the head. He's
Yes.
like, "What are those banana hands?" That's the
Yeah.
funniest. Hell yeah, man. Whatever you gotta do to keep it moving, man. Hell yeah, brother. All right. Well, we want to thank everyone for listening. Subscribe, rate, share the pod. Check us out on our socials on Twitter at Fairway Pod, on Instagram at Laying in the Fairway Pod, and check out and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just search Laying in the Fairway Podcast. Thank y'all.